How are you doing? How are you feeling? If you're new here, I am Raina Swan, aka Big Raggedy. Okay, so today we are jumping into a little challenge here. I saw this challenge on Instagram as a post, sway.reads. She posted it on her page. I was like, oh, that's cute. That's a little cute something I could do on my channel. But instead of the questions that she had on her page, I know I have to do my own questions, okay? So I have some, well, they're not really questions, more like reveals. Yeah, that's what I'll say. So I'll have some reveals here about some books and how they made me feel. So we're just gonna jump right into it. Shout out to Sway Reads. If you are not following her on Instagram, go over there and follow her, and make sure you write Raina Swan Sydney here, okay? If you do decide to check out her page. I don't think she watches my YouTube page, so she probably won't see this, but yeah, you never know who be watching these days, because yeah, you just never know. Okay, so first question, I guess we're calling it a question. First on my list, it says the last book that had me yelling at fictional people. So that could be like any type of thing, like how they made you feel, what they said, yada, yada, yada. Now for me, I could not do this without mentioning Bad Influence. Yep, y'all knew it was coming. Bad Influence. If you've read Bad Influence, you absolutely know this book will frustrate you to the very end, but you also know that it is very, very good, and it's so frustrating, but it just makes you want to keep reading because you like, I just have to see how this shit ends. How is this gonna play out? But yes, this book had me yelling at Scarlett, the little bad girl that was influencing her neighbor or her classmate, y'all. The book had me yelling at Scarlett. The book had me yelling at Scarlett parents. The book had me what's the little girl name? They ain't gonna put the girl name, just Scarlett's name. Okay, so anyways, let me just tell you what the book is about, honey. Okay, so Scarlett is a bad little girl who just be doing shit, and her parents just let her get away with anything. She borderline evil for real, if we really think about it. So she befriends someone she meets at school. They don't got the girl name on here, and I read this book last year, so I don't remember the girl name. But yeah, so the two parents, Adrian and Steph, their daughter is being influenced by Scarlett, and they're doing all the shit they're not supposed to do together, and it is absolutely frustrating, but so good, because I'm like, where's the belt? Scarlett needs a good chokehold. Scarlett needs a good ass whooping, okay? And I'm honestly feeling like this book could use a part 2, because we need to see where Scarlett is at present day. Like, what's going on in Scarlett's life? We need to see what's going on, okay? So yeah, if you have not read Bad Influence by Brandon Massey, definitely would recommend you read it. Brandon has a niche for writing frustrating characters. That's his niche. Writing frustrating characters is gonna piss you off. So yeah, there's that. Now, second reveal, the last book I 5-starred. I don't have this book yet, but I'm gonna get it soon. I feel it in my spirit. So the book that I 5-starred is called I Kill Killers by S.T. Ashman. Y'all, Kim's Kindle Reads put me on to this series, and I haven't read book 2 or 3, But if it is anything like book one, I'm going to absolutely love it. What I really enjoyed about this book was that we, right off the bat, we know what we're looking for. We know who the killer is. We know what's going on, but we also get to see the detective side and their point of view, and, you know, their conversations about the murders that are taking place. So it was a good cat and mouse read for sure. Absolutely loved it. So check that out. And then next, the last book that made me cry, believe it or not, y'all, I found myself crying yesterday reading The Secret World of Maggie Gray. Why was I crying yesterday? So there's a scene, I'm not giving any spoilers, you don't have to fast forward it, friend. I'm talking to you. You know who I'm talking to you, girl. You said you fast forwarded last time because I was talking about this book. I'm not giving no spoilers to girls, so just stay there. Stay with me. There's a scene with Asha. Is her name Asha? Yeah, there's a scene with Asha, one of the characters, when she's at school, and it just brought me to tears. I was like, now how the hell this gets snuck up in there like that? Huh, Desiree? A Granger, whatever name you going by in this damn book, girl. Why would you just slide that in there like that, okay? I was not expecting tears because the whole time I've been laughing reading this book. Whole time I've been enjoying it, okay? And just boom, tears. What? Whoa, where did that come from? So yeah, in Granger's synopsis, she doesn't really tell you what this book is about. I guess she just wants you to read it and figure it out on your own. Just know that it takes place on a campus and you have all the mythical beings, all of them. You have your fairies, your vampires, your werewolves, your witches, warlocks, wizards, any type of mythical think Harry Potter, but times 10 in the hood. Like, it is so black, y'all, and I absolutely love it. And I think I'm taking my time reading it because I kind of don't want it to end. You ever had a book like that where you were just reading it and you was like, oh, I really love this so much, I don't want it to end, so let me slow down. So I'm just taking my time, y'all. Next is the last book that surprised me. I can't lie. The Black Queen by Jamada Emil surprised the hell out of me because whole time this book is hella good. Now, I was seeing this floating on my timeline. I was like, a little YA, okay. I'll get to it when I get to it. I don't have no, they talking about this book is good. But baby, when I picked it up and I actually read it, I was like, oh, the people wasn't lying. And now I need Jamada to start writing a little bit faster and pushing out more novels. Like, his name is Freedom McFadden, because he is actually really, really good at what he does. He knows how to make a story feel authentic and pull you in to the point where you are rooting for the characters and wanting to see them win and wanting to make it to the end to see how everything is going to play out. So there is the first Black Homing Queen. I love it high. And she is murdered. And so her best friend is trying to figure out who done did it, okay? And of course, there's some dark secrets that are being revealed. There's even some racial plots that's gonna piss you off. So yeah, make sure you check this out. If you haven't read anything by this author, get into it, okay? I'm starting to feel like he don't miss. He's only written 2 books that I've read, but I'm like, they both were really good. Now, granted, the second one, Wander in the Dark, was a little inappropriate for YA, but the storyline was hella good. So if he can just get that together, as far as like what's inappropriate, what's not inappropriate for YA, I think he is all right with me. I don't know. It's just something about you writing about genitalia in a YA book that I just was not feeling. These is children's. Okay. Next on the list, the last book I read that had a plot twist so wild, I had to pause and process my life. Now, if you have not read anything by Riley Sager, or Sager, however you say that man's last name, this is your yeah, this is your sign. Okay. This book is going to take you on all the wild rides you need to go on. Okay. You think you're gonna know how it ends, but you don't. And then when you get to the twist, you like, hold up, I know I did not just read what I just read when I just read it how I just read it. Hold on, give me a minute. Give me a minute. This book is gonna have you questioning everything. You're gonna want to put on your detective hat and coat and just start looking for clues your damn self, because it was just that good. Wild ride, crazy plot twist, crazy. Now, if you know of a book with an even crazier plot twist, put it in the comments, because I need to read it like ASAP. I need it. Okay. Yeah, because that one was wild. Okay, so the last book I bought but still haven't read. I think the last book I bought was The Silence of the Lambs. And yeah, I'm just gonna say it was this one, because I don't have time to really just be like trying to figure it out or whatever. But yeah, this is what the movie Silence of the Lambs is based on. It is based on this book, and it is an FBI agent. She's on the search for a serial murderer nicknamed Buffalo Bill. And yeah, so if you've seen the movie, it's based on the book, but basically Dr. Hannibal Lecter is a former psychiatrist with unusual taste and an intense curiosity about the darker corners of the mind. His intimate understanding of the killer of Clarice herself formed the core of The Silence of the Lamb, an unforgettable classic of suspense fiction. So Clarice, she visits a man confined to a high security facility for the criminal insane and interview him. Okay. And that who she interviewed was the Dr. Hannibal Lecter. And that man is crazy. And he is helping her find clues to track down a serial murderer. So that's what this book is about. If you have not seen the movie, see it. It's absolutely crazy. That man who plays Hannibal Lecter, I think he crazy in real life, because just looking at him, he look nuts. So if I ever walked past him on the street, I probably wouldn't speak. I'd probably just go the other way, because he gives me, he plays crazy too well. Like, it's too believable. You have to be insane in real life, because you just did that too good. The last book I read that was so unhinged, I had to tell someone about it immediately. And that book is The Last Party by A.R. Torrey. Or Torrey. However you say that lady last name. The Last Party. Y'all, the mama in that book was absolutely nuts. Okay, absolutely nuts. I thought my mom was crazy, but my mom ain't got nothing on that. That lady ain't got nothing. Hey, that lady is crazy. Okay, I don't have the book with me to like pull up the synopsis or nothing, but believe me when I say, if you want a book that's gonna leave you with your mouth open and your jaw on the floor, read The Last Party and come back and tell me what you thought, because that one is, yeah, that opened the floodgates for A.R. Torres' catalog, and because I'm like, oh, you must be that girl, because this was really good. Like, you must be the author that I need to come see about, because whoa, how did you come up with this? This was good. Yeah, so I have 4 more. The last book I read where the main character had too much dip on their chip, like they were just too confident, they were just doing too much, and that would be Revenge at Sea, that I just reviewed on Instagram last month. Y'all, when I tell you that main character, he just was getting into shit left and right. I'm like, please sit down somewhere. Like, they would tell him, like, don't go over there messing with the people. What he do? Go on over there messing with them people. Like, please, sir. So basically, you have a journalist. I don't remember his name. Mr. Journalist, Mr. J. That's gonna be his name. Mr. J is in some shit. It's his 40th birthday. He done got into a wrestling match at the bar that it landed him in the hospital. And while he in the hospital, he hears some shit he not supposed to hear. Then he ends up smack dab in the middle of a murder case. And then more murders happen. And then more murders happen. And then he's just left standing there in the middle of all this shit. And I'm just like, it's your fault. From the moment you was playing Peekaboo, I See You, acting like you was sleeping in that hospital, up until all this shit unraveled. This is your fault. You brought all of this up on yourself. You should have just stayed your ass in your lane. Stay in your lane. But no, he was trying to get to the story before everybody else got to the story. He was trying to figure out this, I'm like, by the end of the book, I'm like, look, you not buff enough. You don't got no weapons. You can't fight. Why are you in these people business? Like, how you going after people and you can't fight? Like, what sense does that make? We knew he couldn't fight when he got his ass handed to him in that bar, okay? And ended up in the hospital. And these are not spoilers. This is in the synopsis, okay? So, yeah. Too much dip on your chip, Playboy. Just chill, okay? And it's a series. You mean to tell me there's more books of this man doing too damn much? I don't know. I'm gonna have to spread them bitches out. It was good, but we're gonna have to spread them out. Okay, so next on the list is the last book I read that had me questioning if I even like reading. This book would be Demon Copperhead. Here it is on the screen. I don't have the book anymore. Y'all seen me hold the book. Now I don't have the book. What does that mean? I returned it. That's right. Okay, so the book, beautiful cover, gorgeous cover if you get the special edition for Barnes & Noble. But the book read like this. Okay, this is not what happened in the book, but this is, I'm gonna tell you how the book was going. When I was 12, my mama snorted powder, and then I ended up in the system. And then from the system, I met a man named Joe, and Joe's daddy owned a farm. So when I went to the farm, his daddy had me milking the cows. And then I met Cindy Lou over by the lake. And then we was playing football. And then I met Coach Adler. And then Coach put me on the football team, and I was the star of the football team. So then when I came back to my mama's house, who was snorting coke, she wasn't there because she was a prostitute. Like, it was just like, oh my God. It was just like, then and then and then and then I met this person and then I met this person and this happened to me. It just was like, it was reading like a memoir that nobody asked for. And it was fictional. Go away from me with this, please. No. So after getting like 60% in, and I realized that I still had 200 pages left because the book was 400 pages or 600, however many pages, the shit was thick. And it was just going and going and going. And I'm like, there is no way I'm going to get through this. I said, you know what? It's not the book, it's me. Because why am I doing this to myself? I sent that whole back, and y'all, I feel so bad. Tell me why I sent the book back and it had the stamp in it. What stamp you talking about, Raina? The stamp that says from the library of Raina Swan. Y'all, I didn't care. Somebody in Barnes & Noble right now is buying that book with my stamp in it. And you know what? I don't feel bad about it. Because you need to know that I was there with you, going through that bullshit with you. We are locked in. I don't care. I returned it. I said, please don't open this book. Please don't open the book and see that I stamped it, please. I need to return this bitch so bad. I don't like it. I don't want it. I was like, please don't open the book and see that I stamped it, please. I don't care. Hey, put a sticker over it. Okay? Moving on. The last book that made me feel nostalgic, absolutely 100% Cousins. Okay, oop, bookmarks and shit falling out. Come on, Selena. Selena want to put her business card in there and stuff, girl, and she gave me a bookmark. Yeah, absolutely. If you want to walk down memory lane and go back to a time where you was racing in the middle of the street with your cousins and playing tag football and all the things with your cousin, going to Blockbusters and stuff, pick up this. This is so drama filled, but also family fun, family heartbreak. Just, this is a good time. When I first saw the cover, I was like, oh, it's a gorgeous cover. I absolutely love it. I don't know what it's about, but once I opened it, I was like, oh, this is actually really good. So yeah, it's about the Walker cousins doing what they do best, sticking together, and then tragedy strikes within their family, and they have to figure out if they can keep that same bond and keep things going and still look out for each other, and test their bond, see what happens. Child, what am I trying to say? What happens tests their bond, okay? And they gotta see if they can pull through, okay? So absolutely enjoyed this. I think I gave it 5 stars. So make sure y'all check this out. Y'all can also follow Selena on Instagram. Just type in her first and last name if you're interested in that. She is such a sweet lady. So yeah, make sure you said Raina sent me. And then last on the list is the last book I read outside of my comfort zone. And it would be Devils Kill Devils by Johnny Compton, a black man. Just in case you was wondering. So the reason why it was out of my comfort zone is because the main character has been washed over by a guardian angel. And the guardian angel ends up killing somebody that our main character, Sarita, really, really loves. Now, I ain't never read no book with demons and the spiritual realm and all this stuff. And they say he's supposed to be a guardian angel. But it was just a lot going on. Like, a lot. Something that I just didn't know I was signing up for. Like, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Because I don't want to discourage you from reading it. So, please, if you want to get into this, get into it. It just took me out of my element. At one point I was like, at one point I was just like, what is happening? What is going on? How did I get here? Who signed me up for this? And I'm still mad this man signed my book and said, be brave. I will never get over that. I will never get over this, Johnny. Never. So there's that. Anywho, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please make sure you like it. Please leave me a comment. Share it with your cousin. Share it with your baby daddy. But tell them I am married. Don't come in my DM, okay? Period. I will see you guys Monday. Y'all, I'm honestly thinking about going from 3 videos to 2 videos. So I'm like, this 3 video shit is pushing it. You're pushing it. It's a lot. So I'm thinking about it. But the other part of me is like, okay, if this is something you really want to do and you really want to succeed, you got to give it your all. You got to go hard. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I guess that's just something I'm going to have to think about because, yeah. All right, y'all. I will see y'all later. Bye.